A Republican chair of a board of supervisors for a small rural community in the state of Virginia has put forth a proposal, a resolution, that would ban children from public libraries in his area unless those children were accompanied by an adult over the age of 18. Because, as this man, Donald Mack Scawthorne, he's the chair of the Board of Supervisors in rural Boatcourt County, Virginia, he says that we just got an issue with what these kids are reading. You know, because the Moms for Liberty type folks have told him, like, oh, there's pornography, there's alternative lifestyles, there's all these things the kids shouldn't be exposed to. But we were told it was just with the schools, right? I mean, that was the problem. You know, the indoctrination, the teachers were telling kids, you can be whatever gender you want, you can be whatever pronoun you want to be. Like, and that's why we had to get rid of it in the schools, right? But we're not talking about school libraries anymore. Now this resolution he has put forward is for public libraries. Do you know what we call that? Escalation. Do you know who predicted that? Everybody. Because it never stops. It never stops with just one thing, like, oh, we're just trying to do it to the schools to keep it out of the schools. We don't want it to be taught. Now you don't want them to even know it exists. And this is happening at the local level, county with a population of 34,000. Again, small rural county in Virginia. But this Republican lawmaker, because that's what he is, he's an official, he has authority, he's put forward a resolution that could pass and become a local law, would ban children from going into the library if they don't have a grown-up with them. This is, I don't want to use the Nazi analogy, folks, but it's really, really hard not to. Like, I don't want to resort to that because that's just the, catch-all phrase, but this is the escalation. This is, I didn't speak out when they came. This is what it is. This was always the goal. It was never just about, oh, well, we don't want them indoctrinated. It was erasing certain people from existence. That was the end goal. And this is the escalation to get to that point. They don't want, because they know it's not happening, your teachers to just say, oh, you can be any gender. Oh, hey, gay people exist. They don't want that in the schools. And now they're like, well, now we don't want it in the public libraries. We don't want it anywhere near our children. We don't want drag performers to be able to go near children. If a drag performer is performing in a public area and the kid sees it, we should fine them. This is escalation. And it's happening all over the country in these red areas of the United States. They are outlawing certain people. They are trying to ban them from existence. And if that doesn't sound like something you have learned about in history, then I encourage you to go brush up on your world history. Now, I'm not saying we're headed to that same point, but I am saying that the early warning signs are similar. And we had better wake up and pay attention. And here's a little message. Maybe this is an aside. Maybe it's something some of you need to hear. And I don't care if you want to call me a neoliberal shill or a Democratic hack for saying this crap, but let me tell you something. All of you idiot little pundits out there who are sitting there in your seats of comfort and your seats of power saying there's no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. I won't support either of them. They're both corrupt as hell. I'll tell you, the Democrats absolutely 100% not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. They always leave you just kind of unhappy with what they do. But at the same time, they're not trying to legislate people out of existence, are they? No, they're not. And if you say they are, you're a lying sack of crap. And yeah, I'm speaking in absolutes. And yes, I'm getting angry about this because I see it. I saw it on my social media feed this morning. Ended up just unfollowing a bunch of people because I am sick and tired of the arguments that there's no difference between Democrats and Republicans. Bullcrap. And this is it. Read stories like this. Live. I'll tell you what, here's one better. Live in areas where this is happening, because I do. And I know y'all don't. Y'all get to hang out in LA or New York, you know, all these blue areas. Doesn't matter what I say. Why don't you try living under this fascism for a while? And then you tell me if you still think there's no difference between the Democrats and Republicans. Because I would gladly trade places with any one of you and let you experience what we're experiencing down here in fascist Florida. Or maybe you go exchange places with somebody from that rural Virginia Boat Court County. Then you tell me if there's no difference between Democrats and Republicans. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.